Live. All right. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. We're on episode 5 of the Young and Dumb Show. Let me just turn on the light real quick. All right, that looks better. A little bit better, but still better. Still getting used to this camera angle. Don't really like that. I don't think it's that flattering to me, but oh well. So yeah, it's been a little bit. Have had so I was on vacation, work, like a half week of work, and then a little bit of vacation again. I think it's been 2 weeks. I mean, time has just kind of flown by. Um, a lot of things have happened. I didn't think it would, but just crazy, like a little bit of pop culture stuff, a lot of NBA stuff, a lot of World Cup stuff. Not really a little bit of TV stuff. Some TV stuff I know, Game of Thrones, House of Dragons going on. I haven't caught up with it yet. I got to get HBO Max back to start getting into that, but I heard that's really good. Watching a lot of off campus still, a lot of reactions, a lot of reviews. I don't know, it's a feel good show to me. I really like it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know that season 2 is going to be about Dean and Alex, so looking forward to that. Let's see, anything else? Not really. But yeah, let's just start with where I've been and what's kind of going on as we're in my finishing up, kind of getting into my new house. Or so yeah, let's so my first vacation. I went down on early Father's Day morning to Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, I believe, to get in a Airbnb as we were dropping off my brother that Wednesday to go to his college for baseball because he needed to go early for baseball. So we stopped. So we took the week off to go to North Carolina to travel and just have a little vacation. So we went Sunday, Father's Day, around like 4 a.m. Got down there to the beach around 11 p.m. And it was hot. It was great. It was fun. First time ever there. So I was there with me and my family, my brothers, and it was a good time. We were there for a few days. Our Airbnb was really nice and cozy, so it was nice. There was a different beach that we would drive to. I kind of thought I was hoping that it would be closer to like we could walk to it, but we had to drive to it. It was about a like 5, 6, 10 minute drive. Um, uh, to the beach, which wasn't too bad, but just, walking's better. And then we had to pay to park there. Every beach I've been to, we just, have open lots or free parking, but this one we had to pay for. And it was like I think $20 for a whole day or $5 for every hour or something like that. So yeah, so we would spend like the whole day there. Uh, so that was Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday we had a bit of like rain trouble. So we went to the aquarium, which was pretty cool. It was like a smaller one. I haven't been to the New Jersey or Trenton. What is it? Trenton Aquarium, something like that. No, South Jersey. There's an aquarium in Jersey. I forget the name of it. Um, but that one's massive. I uh, haven't been there in a while. I haven't been to the Baltimore Aquarium in a while too. Those are like the two big ones by where I'm from. But that was a nice place. There's some eagles there, which I wasn't expecting. Like bald eagles just like chilling on a thing. That was cool. A nice Philly representative, good vibes. So that was the first. So then that was Tuesday, Wednesday. We left early to drop my brother off at ECU. Um, and got him settled in. It took a lot longer than we thought. We thought we would just have like a meeting, get some lunch, and then drop him off, go. And just, I don't know. It always takes longer than you would think. So it took like an hour, almost 2 hours of loading him into his dorm. And then we left, said some goodbyes. Um, then we went to stay with family in Raleigh for the night, which was fun because um, they're big like pickleball fans. I mean, we kind of like learned how to play from them from a couple years ago. Um, and that was really fun just playing and stuff. And he's really good. And uh, he's got like this crazy like spin on the ball. But anyway, so that was fun seeing them. We stayed the night, had some nice dinner, then left pretty early in the morning. We left at like 7 a.m. And oh, I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot about this. But then we had like the trip from hell on the way back. Um, So we left. We were making great time. Like we were left at like 7, 8 a.m. We were making great time. And then we switched the driver from my dad to my other brother. And then I immediately just hear, I'm in the front seat or passenger seat, and I hear like an alert go off, and it's just tire pressure, like a tire pressure problem. It's like rapidly declining. I'm like, oh my God, we somehow got a flat tire. So we pull over like at a gas station, and it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty flat. And of course, our rental has no spares. So we call. It was a enterprise, and they were like, okay, here you are. We actually have no cars available that you need, but we'll send a tow truck to help you out. And we're like, what? You have no cars available? That's cool. Um, this is about lunchtime, and we stopped at a gas station and got some things to eat. And I loaded up too for like the rest of the day because I felt like we are going to be there for a while. Um, so yeah, first enterprise, they're like, nope, we don't have anything. We're going to put you in touch with a second enterprise. They're like, nope, we don't really have anything that you're looking for. Sorry. Then we get back. My dad gets on phone. And they're like, okay, yeah, one of those places actually does have something now. So you're good to go. Like, okay, well, they just said we didn't. So we are like, nope, it's all set. And a tow truck comes, takes us to the Enterprise, get to the Enterprise, like, nope, we don't have a car. We told you this already. It's like, okay, well, we literally just got off your phone with your HR or whoever deals with this, and like, you have a car for us. But that sucks. We'll just take, you have literally anything that can fit four people and a bunch of luggage. It's like, okay, yeah, we just got this. So we took that after like 30 minutes of waiting, after the original like 2 hours of like trying to something to do in the parking lot, unloading that car and stuff. So about like 2.5 hours of oh my God, I just found a fucking tick on myself. That's crazy. Oh shit. That's not good. I work outside today, and well, I guess I gotta start bringing long pants again if I'm working in that grass. That sucks. I need to deal with this. I'm live, but that's crazy. I just felt like something like on my shin. I was just scratching my leg, and then oh fuck, he's gone. Let's see if my phone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not good podcast. Oh, maybe it's good podcast. This little fucker. Is the only way to fuck burn them? This is horrible fucking live streaming, but I got to deal with this fucking tick right now. I lost him again. God damn it. There you are, little fucker. Flush him down the fucking toilet. I'll be right back. Oh shit! Sorry about that. That was a little scary. I found one literally earlier today when I was eating lunch in my car. Now I got a second one on my ankle. So that's just great. All right. So all right, when I'm in the grass, gotta start wearing long pants even though it's hot as fuck. Um. So yeah, where was I? So trip from hell. Eventually found a car from Enterprise. Got back. Um. Got back home after a, almost a 12-hour trip when it's supposed to be 7 hours of just waiting and then getting in traffic again. Just awful. But um, so yeah, that was that trip. Then was all Friday. Had a chill weekend. Then back to work on that month last Monday, a week from Monday, a week from today. Back to work. You know, a fucking crazy heat wave. Over 100 degrees on both Wednesday and Thursday. Which I was able to stay inside most of the time, which was nice. And actually, I got off, or they let us go half a day on Thursday, so that was really nice. We got to leave at 12. And then and I was off Friday, and I planned a trip with my friends from college to go to my aunt's beach house in Surf City, LBI. Shout out Surf City, LBI. So yeah, there were about 5 of us in the house. I and we had a good weekend. I left around 10 a.m. on Friday. Had everything ready. I thought it'd be a good time to leave. I think it was, even though it took me an hour longer than I thought to. I was cruising for 90% of the trip, and then the final 10 miles where I'm literally 10 miles, it should take me 15 minutes at most. Um, about 8 actually, it was about 8 mile 8 like 8, 9 miles, it doesn't matter. It took me an hour sitting in traffic, and when I got to a light and then Waze just had me trying to go all these, like, back roads to cut through it, and it didn't work. I feel like it just added time, and I literally sat there for a fucking hour. I was cruising till what did I actually get there around 3:30? So I left at 10, I think I got there like 2:30. I don't remember. I don't know. I think it maybe 2 hours. So it should have took me 2.5 hours. It took me I think I got there around 2-ish, 2:30-ish. That's crazy. So 4.5 hours? I don't know. I don't know, my brain's kinda broken. We drank a lot of beers that weekend or this past weekend. So yeah, they're all from Jersey, so they were doing stuff in the meantime, kinda waiting for me, and they all faced bad traffic too. So yeah, we hung out, went to the beach. I went to this, place called Joe Pop's, got dinner in there, and then kinda stayed there for the rest of the night. I never heard of it. I've been to Birds and Betty's. I kinda wish and then, went there Saturday as well. That was pretty fun. So Joe yeah, it was good seeing good live bar on Friday. Had some nice wings. I was not expecting it, but it looked like a nice place, and then the food was actually really good. I mean, kind of surprising for like a bar, but it looked really, really nice in there. Uh, yeah, good live band. Fun time. Expensive drinks, but like it's the beach, so it was fine. And then yeah, left Sunday at 8 a.m. and faced no traffic. Got there and got back home in a nice easy 2 hours, and now here I am, just kind of chilled all Sunday, just rested, and now here I am, back recording. Then a nice easy work day today, not as hot, not as doing as much, so that was pretty cool. Um, so yeah, that's just kind of my weekend, where I've been and what I've been up to. So let's get into the time missed. And I just before this screenshotted a bunch of topics that we can kind of talk about. I guess I'll go. Uh, let's see. Uh, all right. Vacation. All right. I'll get into create. So the World Cup's been going on. America plays tonight. Hopefully, I don't jinx them. But they played Belgium, and kind of the crazy story about that is that a guy, I forget his name. So his initials are FB. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. He got a red card for a kind of like a soft weak call against who was their last game? I don't I don't remember. I'm trying. Was it Australia? Um, but anyway, you got a red card, and which means that not only are you kicked out of the rest of the game, but you are suspended the next game. And then just kind of happened in the last day, or yesterday, that the FIFA would be rescinding his red card, or still saying he's got a red card, but not suspending him for the game today, which is kind of crazy. And then got a comment out that it was because President Trump called FIFA up and was like, "Hey, you're not doing this or whatever, or something." Maybe they work something out, donations or whatever, corruption, probably. But it's just kind of weird. I mean, I've heard that other stars have kind of done similar things to what that guy got in sense of, but not getting a red card. So I guess they're not. So they're agreeing with the call on the field, because they don't want to make their refs look bad, but they're just denying the suspension. And Belgium coach just came out today was like, "This is atrocious. This is horrible." But listen, I don't know. He should have never got the red card in the first place. So I don't know. Suck it. Go USA. Speaking of go USA, 200. The reason that we were at the holiday was July 4th, 250 years of America, baby. So hopefully you did something nice. So lots of barbecue, lots of grill, lots of drinks, lots of fireworks, lots of red, white, and blue, lots of music, lots of good times, lots of friends. So hopefully you partook in that because I definitely did. I had myself a weekend, that's for sure. So yeah. So what's next? Probably Travis and Taylor's wedding. That was kind of a shocker. It was actually at MSG, I believe, and Adam Sandler kind of uh, married them. What's it called? Not a reverend. Maybe it is a reverend. Um, just acted as the person that marries them. So that was kind of cool, I guess. I mean, a lot of celebrities that I know, had connection to Taylor and Travis that I'm pretty sure were there, like Hugh Grant, um, Steven Spielberg. But yeah, a lot of celebrities and NFL, world athletes world are united. I guess I don't even know if the party was there. I just know the reception was there. I don't know what the or the after party was, dinner was. But yeah, just good for them. They're in love. They're in love. About them being married. Can't wait for the New Heights episode to drop. The last one had Prince William on it. That was kind of surprising talking World Cup. Like, hey, also, we're not gonna bring up your dad's a pedophile, okay, or alleged pedophile. Yeah. But yeah, good for them, I guess. I know some people kind of say news broke out that like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively weren't there. I guess their friendship is over. It kind of sucks. I don't really follow that whole Baldoni and Lively's lawsuits, but he just kind of looks like a creep. Just kind of weird vibes from that guy. So maybe he did something wrong, maybe he didn't, but oh well. Um, so yeah, that's that. Um, Anything else before I get into the sports news that I screenshotted for the last couple of weeks that I missed? Nope. All right, let's get into sports news. More recent. All right, so the first I started oldest, June 21st. The Panthers acquired Brady to Chuck to play with his brother Matthew. That's pretty cool. Both, kind of were like the captains ish, or kind of the not mascots, but like the faces of Team USA, kind of, during that gold medal run. That was kind of like it started with the what do they call it? Not the four. Was it four something? I don't know. The all-star stuff that they did in 2025. They were kind of like started, with the fighting and stuff, and kind of, which was pretty awesome. So now they get to play together, which is pretty cool. I don't like the Panthers, um, just 'cause of jealousy, but good for them, I guess. Then Mavericks next day, June 22nd, hired Dusty May and took him away from Michigan. So who was Mavericks head coach before that? Was it Jason Kidd? And I don't know, did they fire him or did he let go? I know, I mean, they kind of had a season from hell. I mean, expecting Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis, coming off of injuries, and Cooper Flag did the best he did and playing out of position and just kind of dominated one rookie of the year. Um, but I don't put that all on him. I mean, it was obviously Nico Harrison's fault he got in the first place. But man, Dusty May, Michigan, kind of a dominant year. I think he's kind of quick though, kind of up the ranks quickly. I think he started where? What does it say where? FAU, FAU to the Final Four in 2023, and then Michigan won the title last year. It's pretty good. But yeah, he seems like a good coach. Good for the Mavericks, I guess. Fuck Michigan. And then same day, Lionel Messi broke the all-time World Cup goal scoring record, and then he had but before that, he had a hat trick to tie it, I believe. I mean, Messi's the goat. I mean, there's just no comparing. I know there's Ronaldo and forever, but it's Messi in Argentina. I mean, that's kind of crazy. 17th career goal. And how old is he now? In his 30s? He's got to be in his 30s. That's crazy. Same day, after trading for Trey Young, they signed him to a 4-year, $212 million contract extension. Listen, I think Trey Young's a good player. He unfortunately, was at the receiving end of it during the 2022 conference finals or Eastern Conference semifinals. I mean, Ben Simmons and et cetera choking. So that was fun. But yeah, he's a really good player. We just got to get healthy. I mean, they could be something. And I'm sure I screenshotted their first overall pick, AJ Benzenza. I'm sorry, probably butchered that. But they got some pieces. I don't know if they still have Anthony Davis or they're going to trade him too. But that could be interesting. But that's a lot of money. That's 50. 2 point something years million a year. That's fucking nuts. I was 27. That's still we'll see. We'll see who's got left to go for him. Uh, Same day, Oklahoma won the College World Series, so they play Carolina. So they went a crazy run. Oklahoma went on. So weren't they like down 6, about to get eliminated, and their just offense just kind of turned it up out of nowhere. That's fucking nuts. I mean, they just kind of went on an absolute run. I mean, they were ranked horribly in the SEC. Yeah, 500 in SEC play, and they caught fire during the tournament. That's fucking nuts. I mean, 7 straight season to which an SC team has won the College World Series. That's crazy. That's kind of like the Big Ten taking over football. So, I mean, Vanderbilt, LSU got in there. That's nuts. But spread the love, SEC. Uh, Same day. Oh yeah, I woke up to this on vacation. Heat acquired, yeah, or Heat traded for Giannis. I thought that. I mean, we'll get into other trade packages. I thought that package sucked. I think Boston definitely had a much better one. Um, but it seemed like Miami, I mean, and him have been linked for a while now, and they finally got it done. I don't think still Miami will be that good. I think they'll be in the playoffs, obviously, but I don't really consider him a threat. I mean, him and Bam, I don't know how that's going to work. I feel like they play almost the exact same way. I mean, I'm casual, so maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know how that's going to work. And they have right now they just have Andrew Wiggins to be their point guard and stuff, but I don't know. LeBron could still come back, I guess. But I mean, that's 3 like forwards on the team. I mean, I guess Bam's a play can play center too, but I don't know. I mean, good for him. I guess he keep a lot of money, might get an extension. Florida no in-state tax. Next day, Brandon Swords, yeah, NFL not having an NFL supplemental draft, and Brandon Swords be ineligible for the 2027 draft. That's kind of nuts. Brandon Swords is eligible for the 20. So that whole thing ended with him not being eligible, trying to go in the supplemental draft, which I've never heard of until this year, or maybe just didn't pay attention to. Obviously the gambling and stuff in college. I mean, just nuts. Just don't do it. Or I still don't know if your college athletes are professional. I think you can do it on just not their own sport. I know college football is like the most betted sport in America besides like actual football or NFL football, but just do it. Just if you really are, that much of a degenerate, just go to something else. Just go to baseball, go to basketball, go to whatever. It's not worth it. I mean, clearly, you were supposed to, be a potential Heisman candidate, potential first overall pick next year, and now you're just fucked yourself. I mean, you're still going to play in the draft. I mean, you're going to basically just did a Jamar Chase with more controversial. Nope, no Wizards get AJ dive. I mean, it's a uh, 19 years old, 2007 born. Jesus Christ, my brother's 2007. Dropped him off for college. Uh, Same day, June 23rd. 25th now, Timberwolves acquire LaMelo Ball. I saw this on the drive back, I believe, of North Carolina. Kind of insane. I know that. I don't know why the Timberwolves will do that though. I mean, you both have ball dominant guards, and then you trade Nas Reed as part of the package. I mean, Nas Reed was like a glue guy for that team. I mean, he was kind of like the staple of it, like defensively and just not being a bitch wise, I guess. But no, LaMelo Ball. I don't know how this kind of fit, but I mean, they got Brandon Miller and Con Cadell now, and they're like, I guess, we're good on the guards. But oh well, good luck, I guess. I mean, I think LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards is gonna fuck every single white girl in that state. So good for them. Unfortunate news. A few days later, Chris Johnson announced he's battling ALS. I mean, prayers up to Chris Johnson and everyone that's dealing with diseases and sicknesses in the world. Hope you're getting the care you deserve and need. We're really sad to hear who's sick and suffering in the world. Just please, help each other. Just help. Same day, like Boozy indicted on offender and gamble charges. Yeah, I mean, gambling not great. Professional athlete not great. Of course, he just for his role in alleged point shaving and prop bet shaming. Yeah, that's crazy. That's not good. Missing buckets on purpose, we're trying too hard, or I guess that doesn't matter, but point shaving, that's really not good. Missing on purpose, not playing on purpose. That sucks. And they're going to make an example out of you, which is unfortunate because, there's guys that players that do a lot worse stuff and continue playing. Um, Same day, not good. Terrion Arnold got released after a kidnapping by the Lions after kidnapping and armed robbery arrest. Something to do with like an Airbnb or something. But Jesus Christ, dude, what are you doing? I mean, you're on a potential like playoff team, potential Super Bowl team. I mean, and then you do this dumb shit. I mean, you can make so much money as a professional athlete. Just why are you being so fucking retarded and stupid? Just not great, not good. And then same day, Trailblazers acquired John Morant. John Morant, electric player when he's healthy, and not suspended for um, just dumb decisions again. I mean, all that gun stuff. Just like, what are you doing, man? Like, you have to be like a role model. You have to be better, and you're just being a fucking idiot. And now it costs you a trade to the Trailblazers, who are I weren't they like were they the 8 seed or something last year? I know they were in the play-in, I believe. Um, Now you and Damian Lillard. I mean, I would still think that you can be good. Um, what is he? 26? Yeah, I mean that's plenty of time. But just wake up call, reality check. You know, Maybe change the scenarios what he needed. Let's see. Next, LeBron James has announced he's leaving the Lakers after getting LeBron a guaranteed fourth year option. Is that crazy? That is his fourth year already. That can't be right. But I was trying to pick that off for memory. But yeah, he was just like, no, I'm going to play somewhere else. I selfishly want to play the Sixers, especially after the Jalen Brown trade. I mean, I got my Sixers shirt on, but we really wanted him a few years ago. Was that 2019 season? I guess. Oh my God, that's almost 7 years, probably 7 years ago. I'm watching it and thinking it. Do we have a title if LeBron plays in 2019? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. Kawhi Leonard, he didn't really fare well against Kawhi Leonard, so maybe not. Maybe he blocks that shot. I mean, Jimmy Butler went insane though, so I always will love Jimmy Butler, even though it didn't end well. Um, but oh well. But yeah, I think LeBron's probably going to go back to Cleveland if I had to guess. But Sixers would be pretty fun. That would be pretty cool. Next, another trade. Well, Raptors acquired LeBron Kawhi Leonard. I did not see this coming and think that he'd be traded. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't believe he would be just rambling and saying the same words over and over again. Definitely didn't think it'd be the Raptors again. I got alerts from fucking 2019 again. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? You got LeBron in free agency again. You got Kawhi Leonard going to the Raptors. But yeah, the Raptors were in the playoffs. They just wanted to, really show that magic. It's probably the reason why the Sixers hired Nick Nurse. Um, but we will see. We will see. Kawhi Leonard's pretty old though, but I know he was really good last year. Maybe just liked Toronto. Personally, picked Toronto, and because he's a Drake fan now. Better Drake fan than Kendrick Lamar fan. I now get into it. Sixers get Jalen Brown. I really thought he was going to go to the Bucks for Giannis. I did not at all think that it would happen. And apparently, gambling odds didn't because I know he was like the ranked least option, 101 odds, the worst, most like the. How should I put this? Okay, I need to get better at just thinking of what I'm trying to say. The highest odds of not getting him, the lowest odds to get him, 100 to 1, and they made it work. I don't even like the trade for Boston. Like Paul George and picks, like that's so bad and crazy. I mean, you definitely could have got more if you were shopping him. I mean, it's crazy. But I will take him. So funny story. I was playing softball. I was at a softball game when I found out about it. It it broke before the game started, but I just was on my phone paying attention. And the team we're playing had LeBron James in the back of the jersey. So I said, something smart. I was like, oh, yeah, you guys are sponsored LeBron. That's pretty awesome. Like, yeah, just him coming to the Sixers after we got Jalen Brown. I was like, ha ha ha, so funny. Didn't ask him about it. I was just like, yeah, no chance. And then after the game, someone just checks their phone, like, holy shit, the Sixers traded for Jalen Brown. I was like, what? I was like, that guy told me that, but I thought he was fucking with me. But yeah, I mean, that Jalen Brown's a Sixer for Paul George and picks. I don't know how that package doesn't include either VJ or Maxi, but I will take it. Um, but yeah, I still don't understand it. I've been soaking up all like Boston fans' reaction to this trade, and I'm loving it. As money I can get, I will watch every single one of them. It's great. It's been funny. And then just all the reactions of Sixers fans getting. I'm just like, what the fuck? How? I don't know, but I'm glad. But yeah, thank you, Brad Stevens. Thank you, Mancy from the Cavs GM we just got. I mean, he's a fucking animal right now. And then yeah, obviously LeBron trying to come here. You know, why not? Did that anything break about that? And is LeBron still a free agent? No, nothing about that. Oh yeah, just Sixers getting. I mean, Philly's getting destroyed on a Christopher Extension start by like the worst offense in the league. So that's fun. That's fun. After that, Kyle Lowry retiring, great career. You know, clap it up for Kawhi or Kyle Lowry. Good for you. You know, if you're a decent bench piece for the Sixers this past few years, just veteran, role model and stuff. So congratulations on a great career. You're definitely going to Hall of Fame. So good luck to you. Shout out Nova, Villanova. Next, Wilson Contreras and Cade Cavalli suspended 7 games each after a fight. So unfortunately, this kind of stems from Venezuela earthquakes, which were very unfortunate. That I believe happened last weekend, or not July 4th weekend, but the weekend before, and it's just horrible sight, horrible. Prayers up to Venezuela. If you lost, people who lost your lives in that, I'm sorry. Prayers up to you. Just sucks. And I unfortunately wasn't paying attention of how much of a disaster this was, so I was kind of surprised to see that. Um, But yeah, just prayers up. See if there's any donations out there to donate to, and just prayers. So Wilson Contreras is on the Red Sox, and has kind of like first game playing in it since he gets, or is it the second game? He homers. He has a homer and a back spike against the Nationals. I just like kind of playing with his emotions. He's a very emotional player when he's even not with this unfortunate disaster in Venezuela. Um, I didn't even see the whole video of the fight, but so he in game one of the series, he homers, kind of just celebrates out, and the Nationals kind of take notice to this. Next game, Cave Cavalli of the Nationals is pitching. He strikes Wilson Contreras out, and like mutters, "Sit down, boy," on that. Now that that sparked Contreras kind of going after him. There was a fight. I didn't see the video of it. Probably won't watch it. I don't really like watching those things. But bench is clearing. Um, I know he threw a helmet at him. I know it wasn't a good helmet toss. I heard kind of like Bryce Harper's, but I just don't like to think. I think it was kind of blown out of proportion. But again, I don't. What did Cavalli mean by the statement "sit down, boy"? He probably just I don't know. I hope it wasn't racially involved, but that's what people are complaining about. He got 7 games, so it's basically a start for him. But oh well. Yeah, sorry. That oh well means doesn't sound great, but just sucks. Hopefully Cape Cavalli is in a scumbag as that appeared to be. Hopefully Wilson Contreras and people of Venezuela are doing better. Um, so that was last week. So last Friday, this kind of broke when I was at the beach with my friends. Flyers and Leo Carlson agreed to a 5-year, $90 million offer sheet. Now, I don't know what that means. I've heard of Leo Carlson before. I'm kind of a hockey casual, but he is a 21-year-old like center in his prime, like, pretty much exactly what the Flyers need. So basically, what I kind of inferred this to mean, it's like if the Rams offered Miles Garrett a contract while he was still with the Browns, like, offered that contract that they gave him, and there's like, "All right, so we're gonna sign you this once we give the Browns this trade package." So, and that deal was done, pretty soon. So maybe that's actually kind of what happened. Like, all right, so we're gonna trade for him for this, and this is what you're kind of signed to. So now, basically, so the Flyers sent that offer to the Ducks and Carlson. Carlson agreed to it. So now the Ducks either have to match that or accept the contract, and then they will get 4 first-round picks from the Flyers, which is kinda nuts, but, I mean, that happened, and I know the Flyers and, uh, Ducks have had, some good, some bad trades in the last few years. So the first one was obviously Cutter Gauthier that, did not want it out of Philadelphia, saying he didn't not confirm that he didn't wanna play for Tortorella, who was, of course, now gone anyway, but just didn't wanna do it. Of course, Cutter is just thriving with the Ducks. And then next year, I believe, was the trade for Zegras before the Flyers season started. I forget how long it is now, but Zegras was on the Ducks and they just traded for him. Like, all right, so I guess that relationship was not bad. We got Drysdale, the Cutter deal, which was a year, two, at least 2 years ago. And then we got Zegras last year. And now this year, they kind of blindsided the Ducks by going back. Like, all right, well, we're going to get our Carter, not Cutter back, but we want to take a center from you guys. So 21 years old, stud, 6'3", kind of yeah, exactly what the Flyers need right now, just a pure center to match up with Zegras and Michkov and other guys. Um, but yeah, so the Miles Garrett comparison is basically what I had. You just offer it, and then if you accept it, you get the trade. So that's what. So yeah, if the Rams offer that contract to Garrett while he's still in the Browns, he agrees to it, and then the Browns get that trade package. And I think this is the last topic I screenshotted was the Florian Balogun suspension uplifted, which happened a day ago. And yeah, now the U.S. plays Belgium later today. Hopefully they win and keep going, keep this ride going, and keep hopefully starts great kind of culture switch of soccer in America with more people playing. If I knew kind of that baseball was going to work out for me, I might have switched to soccer. But I still not a lot of memories playing baseball, a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade it all, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Just about 35 over 36 minutes. Stay young, stay dumb. Have a great weekend, everybody.